everybody. Uh, just gonna throw a few videos out there. I was just thinking maybe somebody might want something to do, and maybe I have something to say once in a while. I don't know if this will work or not. If it doesn't, I'll get rid of the videos. But uh, my plan for today is I've got some website work I got to do. There's some things that Robin and I are going to close out. You'll eventually see them on the website on the monthly sales or something, and then some of them may go on the scratch and dent page or used page, for that matter. And I'm gonna fix the inventory on some of the stuff that we have. I think I've deleted some things that hadn't sold. Well, that would be the reason. But it happens from time to time that we make an error or something in the inventory, or there's an error occurs in the inventory. So I'm going to correct all that up. And then I think I'm going to go out in the train room, and I've got this wild hair to try and figure out how to temporarily mount my bill boxes on the front of the layout. And then hopefully try to learn how to use the way bills, not the bill boxes. I know how to use the bill boxes, but how to use the switching paperwork and stuff. I'm really a dope when it comes to that, and I have done some switching. We had a guy in our HO club years and years ago that used to set up switching out at the fairgrounds on the HO club, and he used to do a good job of organizing everything and get it all set up for us. And I really enjoyed it. And it was a simple car forwarding system. And that's what I'd like to do on my layout. The big thing that's been holding me back is the fact that the bill boxes kind of stick out into the limited amount of room I have to maneuver in there. So I have a couple, 2 or 3 ideas using magnets or using Velcro. But where to mount them, how to mount them, all that stuff. I'm going to go out there and stare at that for a little while today. And if I come up with any ideas or anything that looks good and I mount anything and talk about what I plan on doing, I'll share it with you guys and show it to you guys. I don't know if I'll do any scenery work today or anything. It's obviously the sun is out today as opposed to the all-day rain yesterday. I don't feel like getting out and laying on the wet ground working on the Bronco or anything. But anyways, instead of me sitting here rambling on and boring you guys to death, I'm going to get with this little project I got to do right now, and then I'll take you out in the train room maybe and show you some of the ideas I have. I may not implement them yet, but I'll show you some of the ideas I have, and then maybe you guys can do some input. I guess it would be a way for us to connect about some of these things while we're stuck at home. So I'm hoping that maybe I can do a video a day for a little while or something, and hope you guys enjoy that. So stay tuned. Okay, gang, what I've been studying this. It's actually the next day from when I made the intro video. But what I've done is I pulled out all my boxes, and then I was counting up how many tracks I had and how many industries I had. And what it turns out is that these are the original Micromark 3 slot boxes, and they have some 5 slot boxes now. And it turns out that what I really need is 5 slot boxes in some locations. Not all locations, but some. And so I'm going to use the 3s where I can use the 3s. In fact, I may be able to put some right along here because I think I'm going to need at least 2 3s. But anyway, I decided, I tried all different kind of things, mounting them underneath, anything removable and all that. And I just can't find anything out that suits my fancy. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and mount them on the fascia. At some height. I'm not exactly sure what yet. A couple together here if I need that many. I probably will need that many because I'll probably have to take this emblem off and move it so that I have enough space right in here to be able to put enough boxes in there for what's going on in the yard. I'm not exactly sure how that'll work. I may have to mount boxes one on top of the other. I'm going to have quite a few here in the front because this is where all the staging takes place. I know that these 2 boxes together down here will work for this area because I'm going to have, let me get in the picture. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 businesses, and then I need a one for a hold. So maybe a 5 box would do good here because I have 4 industries in 1 hold box. All the industries cards for those particular industries, I'm assuming, will go in the hold boxes. So maybe a 5 here instead of the 2. If I turn around here, I will probably only have 1 over in here somewhere. No, let's see. I'll need a 5 over here too because I have 3 industries. I have the fish oil company, I have the A1 scrap, and I have A Schmelly meat packing. So I've got 3 industries over here and a hold box, which will require a 5 box as well. So I am just not sure. I guess, when I started investigating this, I couldn't figure out where I needed all these boxes and how many slots I needed in the boxes and so forth. So that'll probably be the end of it for this video for right now because I'm waiting on the 5 slot boxes and just see what I need. And I think we'll just leave it at that for now. So sorry for the short video, guys, but it's not really an update or anything, and I promise I will do one of those whenever I make more headway, which I have not. We've been pretty busy. I guess everybody with this whole staying inside and virus thing, everybody's working on their layouts. So am I suppose. But we're doing a lot of packing and shipping right now. We're having a really kind of an overflow of business, which is not a bad thing, but it is keeping us on our toes, keeping us busy. You probably will hear a little buzzing in the background. Robin is sanding on a little, well, it was a sewing box that she got from a neighbor from the late 1800s, and she's sanding it off to make it into a room box. So anyway, that's it for today, guys, and sorry that it turned out to be a bust here. Okay, gang, sorry I didn't have more information and stuff. I don't know, my plans changed right in the middle of making the video. Although I will try and to do some more videos. I've been working on the computer on the AnyRail program, and I've been designating the sightings, or trying to get a map basically of the layout and designating on the map what sightings are what on the main line and what sightings will be what on the yard tracks, the maintenance way, the caboose track, all these tracks. So that's what I've been working on, and I've been trying to inlay the businesses that we have in here so far. There's only one down here by the paint supply place. There's Sierra Madre Packing, and then T. Leary Chemical, and then there's going to be, I forget what I named the paint supply. I think it's A. Messie, MESSIE, Paint and Hardware. So I was trying to think up some names for some of these that might be a little catchy and so forth. I've also designated the tracks behind the camera here, westbound and eastbound, because once they leave the branch line over here, those trains will go in there and become trains to the outside world. So one of those tracks, a train going east will be sent onto that track, and a train going west will be sent onto the other track. I'm trying to, like I say, designate all those, and that's going pretty well. And aside from that, that's all I got going. And I may try and slip in, I might try and print out some of those, or see if I can figure out a way to get those onto the camera or insert them in a video. Probably insert them in a video. But that might be the next video. So I'm going to slip this one in tonight, and maybe I'll have one for you in a day or two. It'll brighten your day, because then you can look at somebody else and say how ugly I am as opposed to you. So anyway, that's it for now, and thanks for watching.